Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process, and this is going to be a really big video today. We are going to be covering a lot of energies. We're going to be talking about this first half of eclipse season, which kicks off on the 19th, 20th of April. I say the 19th, 20th because it's right around midnight when the 19th is turning into the 20th and goes through the 5-5 portal, which is, of course, May 5th. And really the energies we're covering go a little bit beyond that because we're going to be talking about Mercury Retrograde as well, which will be going until May 14th. So Mercury Retrograde in Taurus kicks off immediately following the eclipse in Aries. And we're going to go over the evolution of all of these energies. We're going to talk about the journey that these energies are taking us on from the beginning of Taurus season all the way through the 14th of May. And we're also going to be pulling some cards to get a read on the energies here, and that will be time-stamped in the description box below. If for some reason we don't get to the cards in this reading, know that that video is coming out soon following this one. It all just depends on how much time we have left. If you guys are watching this, as obviously you are, and you're curious to know whether I ended up getting to the reading or not, just look in the description box below. If the timestamp's there, then the reading is going to be happening, as well as the discussion of the energies. All right, you guys, so let's get right into this. As everyone following this channel or following astrology knows, and welcome to anybody who's new, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, click the bell with the squigglies so you don't miss any notifications. We go live, we do a lot of really fun live streams, so you don't want to miss those. Anyone who is not new to the channel, make sure you have hit that like button. YouTube does not favor, the algorithm does not favor this channel for a number of reasons. One of those reasons is because we channel pure love light here, which the technology can pick up on and does kind of try to bury. We talk about some things that kind of go against what the established doctrine wants us to believe, right? We bring awareness, we bring light to things, we bring love to things. All of that kind of goes against, or very much goes against, what the corporate powers that control all of these platforms are wishing to be discussed and to be channeled and brought forth. On top of that, YouTube no longer supports long-form content, I am finding out, which is what most of my videos are. So in order for this tribe to keep growing, in order for people to keep getting these messages, make sure that you're liking, make sure that you're subscribing, make sure that you are sharing with anybody who would benefit from this content. Now that we've got that out of the way, we had that beautiful new moon in Aries kicking off Aries season at 0 degrees of Aries. And we've talked about on here how we've been going through the Fool's journey. The Fool is a card in the tarot that I really believe represents Aries energy. Traditionally, the Emperor is the tarot card that is known to represent Aries energy. But I see Aries much more as the Fool in the sense that it's bright, it's fresh, it's new, right? There's that courage, there's that bravery. Some might sometimes call it naivety, but it is this zest for life and this desire to experience, this desire to really conquer in a lot of ways. So we're starting out at that 0 degree point, that Fool point, and then we're evolving into the Emperor as we move through Aries season. And when we hit the midnight on the 20th of April, we will have that eclipse at 29 degrees Aries, which is the final point. That is an anaretic degree. That's what they call it in astrology. It's like a make it or break it energy. This is the final degree in the evolution of an energy. Anywhere that you see 29 degrees, you know that something really big is happening. And we're really being asked to step into and embody these energies. In our natal chart, this is a point where our soul really wants to focus because it has a journey that it's ready to complete in this lifetime. So we're completing this journey, this evolution of our empowerment, of our courage, of our ability to go after what we want, really working with and refining our masculine energy and the way that that expresses itself in a divine nature. So big energy. What makes this new moon eclipse at 29 degrees even bigger is the fact that the sun and the moon are loosely conjunct the north node at 4 degrees of Taurus on one side and within conjunction range of Jupiter on the other side at 23 degrees of Aries. So we have these energies, the north node, this is our direction, this is our purpose. This is the energy that we must embody in order to fulfill our soul's dharma in this lifetime. And then we have Jupiter, which brings expansion, it brings luck, it brings blessings. It brings all of these beautiful energies in. So there's a huge expansion here, allowing us to expand into a fuller version of ourselves and to really begin or continue with renewed, it's an activation essentially. Through this activation to move more powerfully along the path of our dharma. So huge energies. There are huge blessings coming in. As this eclipse occurs, we have 29 degrees of Aries initially, right? As the 19th turns into the 20th. And then as the day goes on the 20th, the sun is going to move into the sign of Taurus. And the following day, we are going to begin Mercury retrograde in Taurus. And I checked my chart before I got on here to start recording this video. We are within the energies right now of that as far as the pre-shadow goes. So Mercury is going to be retrograding in Taurus. Let me look and see where I wrote down the degrees here. I know it ends at 5 degrees. And I got to look this up for a second, you guys. I thought I had all these dates ready to go for you, but I don't have the degree written down that Mercury begins at. So we're going to go to April 20th. Take a look here. 15 degrees. So Mercury is going to be moving retrograde from 15 degrees of Taurus to 5 degrees of Taurus. Right now, currently, we have Mercury, as I'm recording this, at 9 degrees of Taurus. And it is, I believe, the 10th of April as I'm recording this video. So within that pre-shadow range, pay attention to what's going on right now because we are going to be tracing back over these energies as Mercury goes retrograde. And we're going to talk about the energies of what Mercury retrograde in Taurus is bringing in a second after we complete sort of talking about this eclipse. Like we said, this is a major expansion and activation. I guess we were kind of done talking about the eclipse because it all plays right in here. So Mercury stations to go retrograde, conjunct Uranus. They are only 2 degrees apart. So this is a really big deal for a couple reasons. The first reason that this is a big deal is because Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. And what that means is that we can liken Mercury to our lower mind and Uranus to our higher mind. So Uranus is that connection that brings in the downloads. It brings in this expanded awareness and perspective. It brings in new and inventive ideas and approaches. So we really see an activation of the mental body during this eclipse as well, as Mercury stations immediately following, getting ready to turn retrograde. So that's just aiding in all of the high vibrational energy that's coming in as this eclipse happens, and then Mercury begins to make its journey back through the degrees of Taurus, starting with 15 and ending at 5. And as I believe we did say, Mercury completes its retrograde on the 14th of May. So just a little bit further on the other side of the 5-5 portal and the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So let's talk about this energy of Mercury retrograde in Taurus for a minute. So we have this beautiful, powerful 29 degree of Aries eclipse happening. Really kind of, I see it like breaking open the energies of Taurus season. And then even though Taurus is known as being the slow, methodical kind of energy, and a Mercury retrograde in Taurus is going to make that energy perhaps more pronounced, things may feel quite a bit slower in one respect. I feel like the way that I'm feeling drawn to explain this is sort of like in the earthly day-to-day, things may seem slower. And even in like mentally, things may feel like they're slowing down a little bit. We're processing, we're integrating. However, energetically, they're going to feel very fast. So it's going to be a really strange juxtaposition of energies here. I feel like time may be moving in funny ways. Remember, we are moving out of linear time and into quantum or galactic time here. So there's a lot of strange things that people may be noticing are happening with time. The ways that we can consciously slow time down or speed time up. And we all know that this happens because our perception of time shifts depending on what's going on. They always say like time flies when you're having fun. There's a reason for that when you're in that lighthearted space. So we're going to begin to see and understand or have an opportunity to work with time in a different way, I'm feeling, as we're moving through these energies as well. So there will be that slowdown, but also that ramping up of energy, as we said, sort of adding to this wild kind of feel. A lot of destined and fated energies, with the nodes being very active in both of these eclipses, as well as Jupiter. It's just hold on to your hats, you guys. Just go with the flow, go with the energies. No, things are going to be coming in perhaps very unexpectedly, as they always do, but feeling more even more amplified during this first half of eclipse season this year of 2023. All right, things going out, things coming in. Just allow the universe to do what it does. Stay connected in your heart, stay grounded, stay centered in your soul, and just allow that to be your guide as you move through these energies. If you consciously pay attention, you're looking for the lesson, you're looking for the understanding, you're looking for the higher perspective and the higher meaning of things, and you're really following your inner resonance, it may feel a little less chaotic. There is an opportunity to be kind of understanding things as they are shifting and changing, the purpose of these things. And it's all happening to align us more powerfully with our own souls, with our dharma in this lifetime. So just keep remembering that. And just with that strong Jupiter energy here, Jupiter is bringing in that energy of faith and expansion and asking us to keep our faith strong. All right, our faith in ourselves above all else. I'm feeling that as a really important aspect. And we may be asked during this eclipse season and Mercury retrograde to take a leap of faith. And that leap of faith has to do with faith in ourselves. In order to take this leap, we must have faith in ourselves. All right, so Mercury retrograde in Taurus, we are looking at what has value to us, what has meaning to us. I got a very strong Seven of Pentacles vibe going through Mercury retrograde. Seven of Pentacles is a card that represents when we are looking over all the work that we've put in, we're starting to look at, is the juice worth the squeeze, right? What have I accumulated for all the effort that I've put forth? And was it worth the effort that I put in? Do I want to keep going with this? Or do I need to switch something up? Do I need to change something up? So these are the energies that we're going to be contemplating during this Mercury retrograde in the sign of Taurus. What we are looking for is, do my actions, do my choices, do the things that I'm investing my time and my energy into provide the type of security and stability that I am desiring? Are they moving me forward in the direction that I am wanting to go? And remember, your soul is pulling you in the direction that you truly want to go. All right, your human ego or will may have a different idea, but your soul, remember, your soul knows best. All right. For some people, there may be a tug of war here between the lower mind and the higher mind, right? Between the human and the soul. And so we want to notice which energy is which, right? Where is our human egoic mind trying to take us, and where is our soul trying to take us? And we really, it's kind of pointless to resist our soul, and why would we want to, right? Our soul is the all-knowing force behind this incarnation. Our soul is what shows the essence of us. It's the truth of us. It's what chose to come in here to embody, incarnate into this physical body, into this lifetime with a blueprint, with a desired plan. All right. And that plan is going to give us the most growth and evolution in this lifetime. So resisting the soul is kind of futile. And really all it has served to do in the past is cause us to have to come back and try again. All right. And we don't want to do that. We're here to get it right this time. I know there is no wrong or right, but you guys know what I mean, right? And so we're going through this journey. We're really being called toward our evolution and expansion. We're being called to create that solid plan, those goals, to move forward, but to really reevaluate every step that we've taken along the way. Where can we improve upon things? Where can we do things a little bit differently in order to get what we want? Where is it that perhaps we have held ourselves back from what we truly want and desire? Our true wants, desires, and needs are going to be coming up, not only with this Mercury retrograde in Taurus, but also the eclipse in Aries, and then the eclipse in Scorpio energy. The ultimate goal of Scorpio energy is to live life fully, knowing and understanding that we only have so much time on this planet. So how are you going to use it well? To go deep, to feel deeply, to express their desires and live their true desire in the world. All right. So all of this energy is coming together to bring us deeper into that ultimate, that goal of the journey, which is to experience, to have a full visceral experience of what it means to be human. And ultimately what it means to be a spiritual body having a human experience. All right, let's see what else here. So this Mercury retrograde in Taurus is really going to assist us. I feel a big integration, mental integration, because we are kind of slowing down the mental faculties in that way, to allow so much to integrate and ground in and anchor in light codes as well in the physical body. Taurus is very much about the physical body. Taurus also rules the throat. And we're going to learn more about that throat and communication piece as we continue to go through these energies. To create those long-term goals and strategies, like we said. To anchor in the possibilities and the opportunities, the blessings and connections that this eclipse provides us. Let's see. This Mercury retrograde in Taurus is asking us and giving us a deeper look at what it is that truly has value and meaning to us, as well as it's a journey of self-love. Taurus energy is very much about that process of self-love. Taurus rules the second house, which is about our material possessions and wealth, right? But it's also not only about what we value, but how we value ourselves. So that self-love, that self-value piece as well. Are we taking the actions and living in a way that exemplifies that we love, accept, honor, and value ourselves? Okay, so we're moving through those energies. And then on the 5th, we have that lunar eclipse in Scorpio during the 5-5 portal. So there's a huge nexus of energy opening up here for us. And as we've gone through this review process, right, during this Mercury retrograde so far, now when we have the sun hitting 14 degrees. I know I'm talking really slow. I'm trying to find the degree point to make sure I'm right. Yeah. Sun hitting 14 degrees of Taurus and the moon hitting 14 degrees of Scorpio. We have this opportunity to now allow any of the fears, any of the resistance within us to come to the surface, anything that is holding us back in our ability to really create and implement these strategies, these ideas, to move forwards toward that path of our Dharma that is calling us. That stuff is going to come up within us for release. So there's a huge detox, a huge purging energy that is happening during this 5-5 portal and this lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Those shadow energies coming up, those belief systems that want to be shifted and released. Some of those old traumas, perhaps. We have Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius squaring the nodes. And this isn't just during this eclipse, but during this eclipse, we are feeling that energy, right? So Pluto, the planet of transformation, at 0 degrees in a brand new journey. And if you guys haven't seen the Pluto and Aquarius video, check that out. That is a big, big energy that we're going to be working with. It's like the next 21 years, I think, that Pluto is going to be in the sign of Aquarius, really beginning to fully anchor in this age of Aquarius energy. So yeah, that is a big, big energy squaring the nodes of fate. that transformation that is bringing us into that death and rebirthing process, that is bringing us into the next evolution of our energy and really transforming our light body, transforming our mental body, transforming us in every aspect of the word so that we can reach this next evolution of our soul that is necessary as we continue along the path of our Dharma and as our soul's blueprint continues to unfold. The sun is going to be conjunct Mercury loosely at 9 degrees of Taurus, so conjunct that Mercury retrograde, and the North Node at 4 degrees of Taurus. And then on the other side, we are going to have Uranus at 16 degrees of Taurus. So the sun, which of course is opposing the moon during a lunar eclipse and during a full moon, the sun sandwiched in between the North Node, Mercury retrograde, and Uranus. All right, so talk about transformation here, you guys. This is huge. Mercury is also going to be sextile Saturn. And we're going to have Venus at 27 degrees of Gemini, sextile Jupiter, and squaring Neptune. So this is a lot of really powerful, intense energies that we're going to be working with that are really, like we said, I mean, there's no other way to put it other than what we've said. Like complete transformation on all aspects of our being, if we allow it. And what else did I want to say about this here? Give me a second. Oh yeah, this is going to be especially powerful for those whose soul purpose is aligned with communication. Communicating and sharing ideas, using your voice, whether it's your physical voice or through the written word. And remember, Taurus rules the throat. So really that physical voice, especially for a lot of people, those of us who are called to share our ideas, our wisdom, our experience, our understanding, our stories on a platform such as this, a podcast, anywhere where we're getting our voice out there. That energy is really going, like if you have not started doing that yet, this energy is really calling you to step into that. And if you are doing that, and I'm speaking to myself right here as well, there's a new evolution of that coming. And you're being asked to be that much more authentic, that much more real, that much more raw, and that much more invested in that process. There's a lot of powerful energy assisting with that. For everybody, regardless of how you're being called to step up and what the current evolution of energies surrounding your soul's dharma at this point is, you're being called to step into that more deeply. All right, take that leap of faith. And then, as we said, Mercury will be stationing direct on the 14th. And then Gemini season will be coming up the week after that. So really, and then of course we're going to move into at the end of May, 16th of May to I believe it's the 23rd or the 24th of May, and we're going to do a separate video on that. We'll be entering the Pleiadian portal as well as we move from Taurus into Gemini season. So just a big couple months that we have coming up here. All right. To start with the reading, I think I'm going to pull from the clear Starseer's Tarot. Let's see what, and we're going to pull some Black Moon Astrology, I'm hearing as well. Let's see what initial energies we can get here. We're looking at this trajectory of energy beginning with the new moon solar eclipse at 29 degrees of Aries, Taurus season kicking off all the way through the end of Mercury retrograde, which encompassing that 5/5 portal and that lunar eclipse in Scorpio as well. What does Spirit want to tell us regarding? Spirit's saying there's going to be a few videos on this. This is not going to be a one reading situation. All right, so we have the Devil as the first card out. This is known as Capricorn energy. Although, as most of you who follow this channel know, I equate the Emperor more to Capricorn energy. But we have the Devil here with the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles, it came out, I'm not sure how I want to read it. So we're just going to kind of go with it here and see. Anytime that we have major arcana, this is a major turning point. All right, there's major evolution of our soul's energies going on, as of course we know. So this is temptations. This is things, and the way that I'm seeing this Devil card right now, you notice how his hair is full of light, and he's holding out this very enticing hand to you, and you see the person on the puppet on the strings here. So one thing that I'm noticing with this is it's reminding me of the energies that control this planet, right? The dark energies that we are breaking free of, that many people watching this channel came here to help assist humanity in liberating themselves from. The temptation of that. This is, for some people, this is really interesting. This is like offers coming forth. Like, I know this sounds, it is crazy though. Like the more, and I'm going to get into this in more detail in the months to come here, you guys, with you. But the more I learn about the galactic history of this universe, and the more I learn about everything that's going on here, it really is like Star Wars, and some of these movies are really not all that far-fetched. All right. And so it literally feels like, for some people, the devil in the form of these archonic energies, these dark energies, is reaching out and saying, come over to the dark side, join me, and you can have whatever you wish. All right. So trying to recruit people here is kind of what it feels like. By offering, but remember how I said this card came out and I wasn't sure whether it was right side up or upside down. All right. So, are you willing to, I mean, it literally is like the energy of selling your soul, right? Is what the shiny thing being offered worth what you have to do in order to get it? And this energy will make you think yes. And remember, see, notice all the light in his hair. Notice how he looks there's a very seductive energy to him, right? We don't talk about false light a ton on here, but false light is this idea that energy that has no light can find ways to reflect love light energy, to mimic love light energy. And so sometimes energies that are nefarious in nature can appear benevolent in nature if we don't look deeper. All right, so Spirit's saying, make sure you look deeper. Make sure you know what you're consenting to. Make sure you know what team you're playing on. And just be really aware of that as you move forward. What are you supporting? What are you choosing? Remember that quote from the Seven of Pentacles, is the juice worth the squeeze? All right? Is it worth it? So many light workers, light bearers, healers are seduced by this energy and they don't even realize it. This energy can also be seen on different levels if we're taking it down a notch from that to an extent, right? As the energy of the ego, the lower self. All right. It can be seen, this could simply also be seen as people offering you things that aren't quite what they seem. So make sure that you read the fine print. Make sure that the things that are, the opportunities, the things that are being offered to you, don't pull you back into an energy that you've already evolved out of. I feel like some people may be offered like a pay raise at a job they know they need to leave. A new job or opportunity that is going to align them with energies they don't want to be aligned with. People who have knowledge and information, maybe there may be energies here trying to coax them into staying silent and rewarding them for their silence. All right, but remember, this reward, it isn't real. All right, so lots of interesting energies. And this is also simply letting us know that we are going to become more aware on a more base level here, we're going to become more aware of the areas where we self-sabotage. All right, we have the Hanged Man on the bottom of the deck. Perception shift. Sacrifice, perhaps. What are you willing to sacrifice? Some people may have to sacrifice prestige, wealth, I almost want to say, all of these some of these glittery things, in order to maintain their sense of integrity. It's like a test of integrity is what it feels like, and a test of our ability to discern. See, here we have the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Cups. These are the downloads. This card always reminds me of downloads. Clarity coming through, understanding, wisdom that causes us to walk away from something or someone. And this could be a literal something or someone, or this could be our own self-sabotaging behaviors, thoughts, actions. We're being asked to see the truth. And it's like, if you are in a situation where you're being offered something, but it's going to cause you to compromise something important about yourself, your truth, in order to accept this thing, just know that even if you're missing out on money in the short term, in the long term, the rewards will be much greater than the short-term gain. This energy of the devil, right? This is all about short-term gain, instant gratification. All right, we're playing the long game here. Anything else here? Got the Chariot. All right, this is beautiful energy coming through. Tell me some more. Judgment. Yeah, there's a major call to action here around something for each and every single one of us. Tell me more about how we're being called to action here. Tell me more about how we're being called to action. This is, of course, acting on intentions, right? Judgment following the Chariot. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords here. One thing I'm feeling for some people is to stop running. If there's something that you've been running from, and for most of us, right, this something is ourselves. For some people, this is our dharma, our life, our purpose, our own light, right? Tell me some more about this energy here. Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. Hanged Man. I'm feeling the Knight of Swords right now is chasing our dreams. Tell me a little bit more. Tell me about the Seven of Swords here. Why is this here? Justice. Okay. Got a lot of major arcana coming out here, which isn't surprising, right? This is where we talked about standing in our integrity. These tests of integrity, right? Overcoming our inner demons. Overcoming our own self-sabotage. This is like wherever it is that we have been taking the easy way out. That we have been doing whatever is going to get us what we feel we need in the moment, where we've been short-sighted, where we've been looking. Remember I said we're playing the long game here? Wherever it is that we've been playing the short game, we're becoming aware of that. We're being asked to balance the scales here. We're being asked to really be precise and methodical. Tell me some more. Five of Pentacles. This is also, I feel, where people who have been operating, Queen of Cups coming out with 4 swords on the bottom of the deck. People who have been operating in a shady type of manner here, I feel like there's incredible loss coming for these people. Material loss. Just a lot of it's like the karmic returns, right? People are being called out. Truth is being revealed. People's true motives and intentions are becoming more clear. The end does not justify the means anymore. This beautiful Queen of Cups, she is centered in her heart, right? See, you can see, I don't know if you can actually in the light here, but there's like this beautiful spiritual protection around her. There's healing here, right? 4 swords on the bottom of the deck. There's intense healing. So truth's being revealed, true motives and intentions coming to light. And there is an energy of loss. There's an energy of grief and pain. Perhaps for some people, the sacrifice you're being asked to make is the sacrifice to let somebody or something go. Now that it's come out, the truth has come out that it's not what it seemed. This could be a physical, actual person or thing. This could be a belief system. This could be a perspective, a way of seeing and understanding the world. And Spirit's saying, with all of these intense changes going on, stay in your heart space. Stay centered in your heart. Protect your heart. Protect your energy. Protect your space. Take the time you need to heal. Then we have the Emperor. All right, cool, calm, collected, strategic, coming out again. Spirit is saying, end of a painful cycle on the bottom of the deck here with a death card under that. Spirit is saying here, in order to be able to proceed methodically in this cool, calm, collected energy, we must stay centered in our heart. We must stay shielded, protected, and clear and move from that heart space. Let that guide us. And we will always know which move to make. All right. We're going to put these back. And we are going to pull a couple Black Moon astrology cards here. Very interesting reading. Remember, all that glitters is not gold. Clear. Do not compromise yourself. Do not compromise your integrity. Do not allow your own fears and insecurities and self-sabotaging behaviors to continue to cause you to keep yourself small. You are larger than life. See that, live that, experience that, be that. Clear. Own that. All right. Eclipse season, Mercury Retrograde. April to May 2023. Give us some cards here. Tell us more about what we can expect. What is going on here? Black Moon astrology cards. This is one of my favorite decks. It's so good. It's so good. This was a gift from a friend of mine a couple of years ago. In 2020, I believe, when I first started my channel. So we have Aquarius coming out. Aquarius energy, I know. We have the water element, sensing. Use your feminine energy. Use your intuition to sense. Your knowing exists within. And your own intuitive abilities of discernment are going to give you the understandings and the realizations. I want to say also the actualizations. The understanding of how to actualize your greater dreams, hopes, and desires. Remember, Aquarius rules the 11th house, which does also rule our hopes, dreams, aspirations, as well as our networks, our friends, our alliances, our humanitarian goals. ruled by Uranus, formerly ruled by Saturn. All that you need to know will be revealed if you work with that, with your heart, with your intuition, with your body. I'm feeling the energy of feeling it in your body. Remember, we have Taurus season here. Throughout this entire reading is spanning Taurus season, right? Taurus is about the physical body. It is the most grounded of all the earth signs. I am a Taurus sun, and I really relate to, I've been looking into different rulerships of planets. And so there are people who believe that the true ruler of Taurus is the earth itself. And something fun that I learned was that we can find our earth point in our natal chart 180 degrees from our sun. And so 180 degrees directly opposing our sun in our natal chart is our earth point. And this can show the path toward fulfilling our dharma, the way that we root and ground into this human experience, and the nuts and bolts of how it is that we move toward our purpose. North Node shows us the energy to embody, and some of the areas, right, when we look at the house that it's in and the sign that it's in, ways to do that. The earth gives us another clue to that. So I thought that was really fun and interesting. And I definitely, as I think most Tauruses do, relate to Taurus being ruled by the earth, because it is all about that sensual, grounded, earthy, physical energy. All right. Anyone who incarnated here with strong Taurus in their charts, part of our mission in this lifetime is to really ground into and fully embody and experience this earthly experience. Right, the earth, another card that represents Taurus besides the Hierophant is the Empress. All right, so think about the energy of that. So we have Gemini coming out, I think. We have Venus in Gemini during this process here. So we're really being asked, I mean, we have two air signs out here. We have Aquarius and Gemini. I know and I think. And we have this water element in the middle here. Sensing. What do you know? What do you perceive underneath? This is like the energy of looking, like we said, going back to this energy again, looking beyond appearances. What do I perceive beneath the surface? All right. What do I hear the words, but what does the energy say? And of course, what did the action show? All right, Taurus always wants to know. Taurus is very much the sign of put your money where your mouth is. All right. But what do I sense and feel underneath the surface here? What is not being said that needs to be spoken, that needs to be revealed, brought to light? I feel like there's going to be a lot of mental energy, and this makes sense with the Mercury retrograde, right? A lot of mental energy that is being stirred up into that we're experiencing through the body, through the senses, all of the senses really. And so the emotional body and the physical body, we're going to be feeling these clues as this, and all this mental energy is being, these awarenesses are being brought to the surface. And we're going to need to release them through the physical body and the emotions. Tell me a little more here. Yeah, first house, the body. Pay attention to what your body is showing you. We hold so much within our physical bodies. And Taurus is more than any other sign. Virgo as well. But I really feel and experience the emotions and the mind energy through the body. This is also about, with the first house, this is our identity, right? The way that we see and understand ourselves, the way we project ourselves initially into the world. So there's a lot going on in the ways that we see ourselves as well. The understanding of who we are, A lot of shifts and changes there. Really understanding the impact that the mind and the emotions have on the body as well. Cancer, I feel, yeah. And Uranus, genius. All right, so we're really being asked to feel into things right now. To balance the mental and emotional bodies. And to understand and then see how that balances the physical body as well. And this is something that we've been undertaking ever since we had the Mars retrograde in Gemini, right? This energy of understanding the link between the mind and the body. And now bringing in the energy of the emotion. Uranus, this card indicates great change. Profound shifts. Cancer card also indicates activation of our extrasensory perceptions, our psychic gifts, the home roots, right? So there could be changes for people when it comes to home, when it comes to living arrangements, when it comes, definitely activations, psychic activations here, of course, activations of the divine feminine. Some people, there's pregnancy here for some people, I'm feeling. Be aware of that. Somebody watching this, I feel like, has missed a few periods. I'm seeing like these moons as like periods. That's really interesting. If that's you and you've just been thinking that it's just your body being out of whack, or however you might have rationalized that, go take a test. 3 cycles of the moon. And this isn't just related to, that was for somebody who's going to watch this. But this in general, this 3 cycles of the moon energy. Something, so this would be 3 months, right? 3 cycles of the moon here. 3 28-day cycles. Something has transpired or will be transpiring over the 3 cycles of the moon. I feel like for some people this is moving into the future, right? So this eclipse season, this is 1 cycle. Then another cycle, then another cycle. So that would bring us into what? This eclipse season brings us through May. And then May into June. So that brings us right toward the end of July. So that would be, I believe, right? That would bring us toward the end of July, which is getting us close to that 8-8 portal. Something shifting, continuing to shift, change, and evolve to make itself known. A truth within us. A need, a desire. A situation that will be evolving over the next few cycles of the moon. Interesting. All right, anything else from this deck here? All right, we have Aries, I am, coming out with Sagittarius, I see. Who do you see yourself as? When you use the phrase I am, what comes after that, remember that is a powerful declaration. When we use the words I am, we are making a proclamation as a God. What do you decree with this statement, I am? Be very careful how you utilize those words. Remember, words are spells. And start using that sentence, that statement definitively. I am light, I am love, I am peace. I am powerful, I am creative, I am dynamic. I am seen, I am heard. I am safe, I am protected. All right, I am divine. Really work with that, with those I am affirmations. Because what you tell yourself you are is what you see. Just like what you tell yourself, the truth that you tell yourself is the truth that's reflected and revealed to you in the world around you. The truth you tell yourself about you is the truth that's reflected back. And that's also what other people see, right? Aries, once again, first house energy. People see what you believe. To an extent, right? Seeing, really coming into a deeper awareness of the I am. Our I am, love, light, the power of who we are. Right? Remembering that, getting a deeper glimpse into that, allowing that to fire us up. Right? First eclipse, 29 degrees of Aries. Helping us to realize some very powerful things, gain some powerful wisdom and insights into ourselves. To see and remember more of who and what we truly are. Those insights aren't just going to be coming through the mind. No, remember, they're going to be coming through the heart. They're going to be coming through the senses. 11th house friends on the bottom of the deck. So that 11th house energy, we started this reading out with the Aquarius card. Very relevant. So shifts and changes in the organizations, the friends that we're aligned with, the people in our network. All right. More of our gifts and abilities opening up, and also the opportunities to align with our soul path, our dharma opening up here. The connections that we're making some powerful connections. People to assist us in our journey, and we have the air element communicating here. We talked about the importance of that communication piece. The importance of this eclipse season for those who communicate, who speak their truth, who share through words, through writing. Lots of the communication coming in, us communicating with each other, communicating with our team of light, just a whole lot of communication. And I feel like these cards, I saw the Void of Course Moon on the bottom of the deck. I see what's missing. All right, and then we have the fire element, desire, under that. And then the soul, the moon element under that. All right, so I see what's missing. We're noticing, we're really taking stock of what we have during this Mercury retrograde and eclipse season. And we're also really noticing what's missing. What do I need more of? What do I not have enough of, right? Bringing in that balance energy. What is the missing ingredient? All right. It's like if we've been cooking something for a while, that pot's been on the stove, we keep tasting it, it's still not quite right. There's something missing. There's an ingredient that's necessary to bring it all together. And that's what some of us are going to be realizing. We're going to be understanding what it is that's missing in some area, some aspect of our life. What that missing piece is, what it is that we truly desire, that our soul truly desires, that needs to be brought in here. All right, what else do I want to do for you guys to close here? There's so many options. Like I said, we're going to be doing more readings. This isn't going to be the only reading that we do regarding these energies. I had wanted to do a quantum oracle. We're going to pull one of those, and then we're going to pull a sacred light oracle too to close here. All right, quantum oracle. Clear. Let's give us a couple cards here for this eclipse season. Mercury retrograde in Taurus. These April to May energies here that we're working with as we move through the evolution of these energies. Decrease coming out. Right away, what I'm hearing is that we're being asked to, back and forth, we're being asked to trim things down a little bit. If we're doing too much, we're being asked to step back. If we find that things are being removed from our lives, that things are slowing down in some aspect, just know that there's a reason for that. It's so that we have time to get our bearings. It's so that we have time to reprioritize it. We have time to really resettle and center back into ourselves. This back and forth energy, this is where we're undecided, right? We're kind of teeter-tottering. And I feel like for some people, some of this decrease too may be a result of this back and forth energy. You're trying to manifest something, but you don't really know if you truly want it or not. It's this need to fully commit to something in order to really bring forth the energy of it. If we want abundance in any area of our lives, if we want something to shift or change, we have to be fully committed to it. You know, they say you're ineffective if you're even 99% committed to something. If you're not 100%, the likelihood of it working out is much slimmer. Some people are in a cycle of decrease right now, and they're back and forth about what direction to go. It's clear Spirit wants you to go in another direction. That's why things aren't panning out. But what is that direction? You don't really know. You have perhaps some ideas, but maybe you lack the courage to implement them or the faith that they'll turn out all right. So you're kind of straddling the middle here. Angels of the four directions. Yeah, there's a new direction that your soul wants to go. But are you willing? You will be receiving the guidance necessary from your own soul in order to make the choice or decision that's right for you. And you can call on the archangels for assistance, the benevolent, the true benevolent archangels. You want to make sure that we're being very specific there, as well as the true benevolent ascended masters. And remember, judge everything with its resonance. Yeah, there's a lot of guidance and assistance coming in for us at this time to assist us in moving out of this back and forth energy, to assist us in our transformation. We are in a cycle of transformation. And yes, sometimes things, we got friends, family, and guides on the bottom of the deck, all right? There's so much support coming in for us in so many areas right now. Take advantage of that support. Utilize that support. Some people you may be recycling, getting new friends, new guides coming in for you. A conflict with letting go here. There may be some people there may be conflicts coming up for some people around and during this eclipse season that force you to let go of things that you've been holding on to. Or like a catalyst kind of an energy is what I feel with this. This is also letting go of drama. Letting go of chaos. Many of us are addicted to this. This is one of our devil energies, our self-sabotaging behaviors we don't even realize. And that's going to become clear to us. Where it is that we're in this energy of the victim mentality, or this energy of entitlement is actually what I'm feeling with the deserving card. The hidden motivations, intentions, and desires. See, it's all coming through. Playing it safe under that. With status quo, this is what we're talking about with this back and forth energy. This need for courage to really fully commit to something, instead of like Taurus energy can sometimes be guilty of staying in its comfort zone for too long. All right, this energy is wanting to push you out of your comfort zone. You're not getting what you need from a situation, a place, a person, a thing, because that is not meant for you any longer. Do you have the courage to step into what is meant for you? Some of us, it's like we have to make the choice. Some of us are going to be pushed. All right. So really understanding the conflicts in our lives are going to be showing us where we need to let go, where we have this, where it is that we feel unworthy, or where we have this sense of entitlement, and both can't exist at the same time. The truth of what we want, need, and desire. Where it is that we're playing the victim, and where it is that we're playing it safe, and we are just doing things the way we've always done them, even though they're not working anymore because we're afraid to try something new. So a lot of this stuff being revealed to us, and so much, like we said, so much support coming in to assist us in the spiritual, in the physical. If we can see it, if we can recognize it, and if we are willing to take advantage of it. Right? Just like always. All right, let's close with a Sacred Light Oracle. Clear. Tell us what we need to know about this 5/5 portal. This new moon eclipse. this Mercury retrograde cycle. Let's get one card for each. First, one card for the new moon eclipse. New moon eclipse in Aries. One card for this. All right. One card for the Mercury retrograde. Let's get a card for the Mercury retrograde. This is the one I'm feeling. All right. And one card. Oh, that wanted to pop out. Soul family. More support, right? I love that. Order from chaos. But let's get one more card. One card for the Scorpio lunar eclipse. 5/5 portal. Archangel Michael coming out. All right. So, and on the bottom of the deck, the scales of karma. For the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, the cosmic wave card came out. This is all about new friendships, preparation, and custodians, and we're going to read about that. I like the new friendships, new connections coming in. These are people on the same wave as you. The cosmic wave I'm feeling too. This is like the wave of souls that are activating and awakening during this gateway of time. And I'm feeling that it actually started with the new moon in Aries. It's picking up steam now. Kind of like how waves get bigger as they move, gain momentum. And it's like an initiation and activation of light workers to step into their power. New waves of souls being activated, new waves of souls coming into this planet, right? And a deeper level of activation and awakening, a call to action for the light workers and light bearers that are aware already. Let's see. Spiritually, cosmic waves symbolize the divine illumination of energetic vibration. Light is fractal with different wavelengths aligning to the energy centers of the body and levels of ascension. The resonance of the cosmic waves permeates our divine self for greater illumination and healing, accessing our divine blueprint, DNA, and cellular memory in an instant. Embodying the presence of divine wisdom, enlightenment, and magical connection, the Earth's ascension keeper, Cthulhu, oversees this cosmic transference through the Earth's sacred light keepers and ascension masters, who are charged with the caretaking of souls on Earth. The northern and southern lights beautify their magnificence. Ascension Master Cthulhu requests you to clear your mind, opening your presence to accept the wisdom of the Earth's light keepers. This cosmic wave of pure intelligence is yours to access, but you must examine your energetic receptivity. As your intelligent mind and emotional body begin to accept these new light frequencies and the wisdom of the keepers, your energy will align to the divine sequence. Cthulhu asks you to prepare your physical body so you may receive divine messages in all their beautiful glory. Connecting to the cosmic wave through bright colors such as pink, green, and blue will amplify your intuitive presence and cosmic connection. Awakening memories of the past and distant lifetimes for greater healing and accelerated learning for the earth and humanity. That's beautiful. And the quote is, "The world is at your feet. Explore the earth around you with new appreciation." And the sacred crystal to work with for this new moon in Aries eclipse is the Herkimer diamond. And the affirmation is, "My frequency rises in perfect resonance. I accept this integration with love." And for Mercury retrograde, we got the Crystal Kingdom card, which is card number 10. This is all about slowing down, perfect for Mercury retrograde, right? Especially in Taurus. Materialism, also perfect for Mercury retrograde in Taurus, and psychic debris. All right, let's see. Earth Mother Gaia is never in a rush to complete a process. There is always an earthly system that is followed in a divine order to achieve an earthly cycle and equilibrium. Without the interruption of man, Gaia's beauty can be witnessed through pristine waters as nature thrives in harmonic balance. But like the volcano ready to erupt with molten hot lava, emotions are bubbling to the surface. Strong and resilient Ascended Master Gaia recognizes the lack of personal harmony. Rushing to complete plans or becoming anxious or impatient that your dreams or visions aren't happening fast enough will only force errors or mistakes as you try to achieve them. Just like the crystal growing and forming beneath the surface with the divine plan, you must devise your own plan and move forward with action. Release the expectation of perfection. A flower will still bloom in a balanced environment. All right, so this is saying allow the slowdown to happen. Like we said, there's so much activating on an energetic level right now that the energy is going to feel intense and sometimes fast-paced, but we are being asked to slow down so that we can integrate, so that we can review, so that we can gain a clearer perspective and understanding of our situations, our needs, our wants, our desires, and the goals and actions necessary to get there. And we can create a revised plan to move forward. A plan that is workable, a plan that is realistic and takes into account and honors all people, all situations, all needs, especially the needs of the self. All right? And the needs, of course, I'm being reminded of the planet, of Gaia herself. So a lot of clearing energy, a lot of like, don't push, don't rush right now. Allow everything that is meant to happen will happen in perfect divine timing. There is a lot that is going to happen during eclipse season, but it's going to happen in the timing it's supposed to happen. All right, so we have to resist the urge to try to make it happen faster and just trust that it's all unfolding perfectly. And what that looks like for different people, some people, it will feel very, very fast-paced, like there's a lot going on. For other people, it'll feel like there's maybe nothing going on. But just know that there is shifting and changing happening regardless of how it looks on the outside. Right now. All right? The crystal to work with Mercury Retrograde is Tanzanite. And the affirmation for Tanzanite is, I choose my words with careful consideration. I speak with kindness. Right? Remember, every single Mercury retrograde, there is the potential for communication to get skewed, for us to perhaps not speak as thoughtfully as we might, for communication to get jumbled. We're working with a different way. Our minds are processing in a different way. Those who naturally process intuitively are processing more logically. Those who naturally process logically are processing more intuitively. And so it's a bit of a learning curve. That's what slows us down, right? It helps us to see and understand our perceptions, our communications from a different level. All right, from a different vantage point. So take advantage of all of that. Don't rush through a conversation. Don't rush through a project. Don't rush towards a goal any faster than your feet want to carry you. All right, and for the lunar eclipse in Scorpio, we have Archangel Michael coming through, wanting to provide support and assistance. This is the one true benevolent Archangel Michael. All right, let's see. Aligned with faith and in the will of God, Archangel Michael assists souls that are trapped or lost or bound by fear to the astral plane. All right, so a lot of those, like we said, those fears, that bondage, those devil energies coming to the surface during that lunar eclipse at 5/5 portal to be healed, to be revealed so we can move beyond them. Archangel Michael can help you release lower and toxic energies such as fear and worry so you can open yourself to the purity of love and experience connection with the purity of the angelic realm. I butchered that a little bit, but you guys get what I was trying to say. Ready to battle in an instant, Archangel Michael guides you to a clearer path, self-connection, and personal strength. If you are lacking faith in your future and feeling unable to trust your inner thoughts or intuitive senses, ask the angels for assistance. Intuitively, Archangel Michael initiates experiences with spirit, helping you to connect with and awaken to your intuitive senses. Spiritual experiences, serendipity, and angel numbers are all sequences are all around now. Be vigilant as the signs are everywhere. Pay attention to those signs and synchronicities. Ascension Guide, Archangel Michael is guiding you to find passion and purpose in life. Listening to your inner voice and acknowledging any fear you have about your future will lead you closer to a positive life path. You are encouraged at this time to listen more to yourself, to your heart, and into your sense of knowing so you may walk vibrantly upon a golden path with purpose. Mediumship and spirit talking are supported now. Removing any barriers that stop you from hearing spirit, or remove any barriers that stop you from hearing spirit messages. All right, so those barriers, those fears, those doubts falling away, Archangel Michael assisting, coming in with his sword to help to cut those away. All right. Acknowledge them. Let them come up so that you can release them, and ask for his assistance if you are having trouble releasing or letting go. Ask for his assistance to guide you through whatever changes may be occurring. Remember, 5-5 is the energy of change. The 5-5 portal is always a big change point. So with a lunar eclipse happening on the 5-5 portal, this is massive change. Perhaps blindsiding you, perhaps not. This Mercury retrograde is helping us to prepare for some of the changes that may be coming. By getting more honest, by getting more real, by really understanding what we want, need, and value, right? Like we talked about. All right, but some of these changes may still catch us off guard. Archangel Michael is here to offer a lending hand, to offer a wing, if you will, to assist us as we move through and navigate these challenges, as we let go of what needs to let go, as our psychic senses are activated to a higher point for those who are ready for that. Some of these fears, some of these blocks coming up to be released have to do with our ability to step into our light and to embody our gifts more powerfully. May your strength return in the flight of your own courage, is the quote from Archangel Michael. May your strength return in the flight of your own courage. And the crystal to work with during the 5-5 and the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is sapphire. And the affirmation for sapphire is, my path is clear. I am divinely guided and protected. And then just this reminder here that we are clearing the scales of karma. We are moving out of old cycles and into new cycles, creating new traditions and cycles. And remember, any seemingly unfortunate events that occur are simply clearing our pathway, revealing to us what we need to reveal so that we can heal. All right, you guys, clear. I love you. I appreciate you so very, very much. Thank you for joining me for this reading today. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you know somebody that would benefit from everything that we went over today, go ahead and share this video with them. If you feel so moved to donate, there are links in the description box below. There's also a thanks button on this video now, but just know that every like, every share, every subscribe is as good as a donation. I do still offer private sessions. If you are attracted to my energy, if you are feeling like we would be a good fit to work together and you want some personal assistance moving through any of these energies, I offer personal readings. I offer astrology readings. I offer personal one-on-one healing sessions, angelic healing sessions, Reiki healing sessions, theta healing sessions where we can work through fears and belief systems. So a lot of different things. So go to my website. It's linked in the description box below. That will give you a list of the different services that I offer. See what resonates with you. Just shoot me an email. Let me know what's going on, and we can go that way as well. I can direct you to some of the services that might be most helpful for you. Love you, honor you, respect you, appreciate you. Talk to you all soon.